Hi everyone, welcome to Study with Akshay and this is Akshay. In this video, we are going to deal with the numericals of exercise 2A set 2. Set 2 is basically comprising of 5 numericals. It's the continuation of set 1. So in the set 1, we had solved the first 6 numericals. In this set, we'll be continuing with the 7th numericals. So before getting started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and click on the bell icon to get regular notification. Let's get started without wasting our time. So before getting started again, if you guys have not watched the previous videos, it is already uploaded in the playlist. Please go back, watch it and get thorough with the concept and come back to this video so that the concepts will become more clear when you watch those videos and then come back to this. So let's get started. The seventh numerical, the question is in this way. Amit deposited rupees 150 per month in a bank for 8 months under the recurring deposit scheme. What will be the maturity value of his deposit if the rate of interest is 8% per annum and interest is calculated at the end of every month? So at the end of every month means it's a simple interest criteria. So before getting started, let's write down what and all is given. So they have given is the principal amount, that is the installment, monthly installment, monthly deposit as well, we can call it as principal amount as rupees 150, and the period or the time, that is N, is given as 8 months. It is in the standard form, we don't need to convert it into further anymore. And then we have the rate of interest or the rate percentage as 8%. So using these things, we can calculate the simple interest. Simple interest is given by the formula principal into number of months of number of months plus 1 into R by 2 into 12 into 100. So let's substitute the values. 150 into 8 of 8 plus 1 into 8 divided by 24. It is 2 into 12, that is 24 into 100. So upon further simplification, we get the simple interest as 36 rupees. 36 rupees is the monthly interest the person who is this Amit is getting for his deposit, 36 rupees. So upon this, we can calculate the maturity value. So maturity value is given by the formula principal into number of months plus interest. So principal, we know that is it is 150 rupees and number of months is 8 months, and the interest just now we have calculated as 36 rupees. Let's substitute the values. 150 into 8 plus 36. Upon further simplification, we get 1200 plus 36. 1236 rupees is the maturity value which Amit will get after his 8 months of deposit. So please do go through the problem. Let's move ahead further. Let's go with the next problem, that is the 8th question. Mrs. Geeta deposited rupees 350 per month in a bank for 1 year and 3 months under the recurring deposit scheme. If the maturity value of a deposit is rupees 5,565, find the rate of interest per annum. So what and all is given for us, it is basically principal amount, that is the monthly installment has been given for us as the 350 rupees, and the time is given as 1 year 3 months, and they have given us the maturity value but the rate of interest is not given. So in this case we are going to find the rate of interest. So let's write down what and all is given first. Principal is given as 350. Number of months, so it should be basically in the form of months, not in the form of years. 1 year equals 12 months, so 12 plus 3, that is 15 months is the number of months or the period of his deposits. and the rate of interest, that is the rate percentage, is not given for this. So we are supposed to find. Along with that, they have given us the maturity value as rupees 5,565. That this much amount he will be getting, or she will be getting, Mrs. Geeta will be getting at the time of her withdrawal. So now we have to calculate the simple interest, or earlier I had taught you in the first video to combine both the formulas and to ignore most of the steps, and you will get the answer directly in the 3 steps. You can use that formula also. So for the detailed explanation, I have made the steps a bit more longer. I will be calculating first the simple interest, then later on putting that simple interest in the maturity value, I will be calculating the rate of interest. So let's get started now. So interest, we all know this formula. We are all aware of it since we have solved quite ample amount of problems based on this. So we are aware of this formula as well. So let's not waste time in go through the formula. Let's move ahead further with substitution. So let's substitute the values. Principal 350 rupees, and wherever n is given, let's substitute that as 15 months, and wherever r is given, keep it as r itself, or you can store r in a variable like x. R is equal to x, and you can substitute here. So let's not include more and more variables, so let's keep r itself for our convenience sake. So now later, after simplification, we get interest as 35R. 35R. Okay, so we have got it as 35R. So let's further move ahead with the maturity value formula. So maturity value is given by the formula principal into number of months plus interest. So let's substitute the values. 350 into R plus 35 R. 350 into 15 plus 35R. I'm sorry for that. So later on, upon simplifying this portion, we get the answer as 5,250 plus 35R. Since we already know the maturity value over here, we will substitute the maturity value at this step. Right. Later on, upon simplification, we get 35R is equal to 315. So we will move this towards this side, like we are taking that LHS to RHS. The positive sign becomes negative sign. We all are aware of this. So upon further simplification, we get 35R equals 315. So let's simplify a bit more further. We get R as 9%. 35 9 times is 315. So R is 9%. So rate of interest paid by Mrs. Geeta is 9%. So let's proceed if you have understood this concept. Okay. With the 9th question, a recurring deposit account of rupees 1,200 per month has a maturity value of rupees 12,440. If the rate of interest is 8% and the interest is calculated at the end of every month, find the time, that is in the form of months. They have specifically maintained as in months, so you cannot keep it in years of the recurring deposit account. So as we had did in the earlier steps also, here also we will be writing down what and all is given. So please do adjust the font size is smaller since we have lot of steps over here. So we will be using few concepts from the quadratic equation chapter. So basically we have learned few basics of quadratic equation in the chapter in our class 9th, and a few more things we will be learning in our chapter 10th also. In our class 10th also we have a chapter named quadratic equation. There also we will be learning. So basically these types of questions like finding the number of months or time will become easier after we learn that quadratic equation chapter. So very soon that chapter will be uploaded in the playlist. So keep on watching that. So let's proceed with the question. Maturity value is also given as rupees 12,440. So upon this we have our interest. Simple interest, we can calculate it using this formula. Let's substitute the values. So upon substituting, we get like this. We keep n in the form of n itself. We don't again include some other variables. So it becomes difficult for us when we include some other variables also, right? So we will keep it as such. So we will get interest in the form of rupees 4n of n plus 1. Okay, so now let's keep it as like this only. Next we have the maturity value formula as p of n plus 1 plus I, that is the interest. This is not 1, this is interest. And then later on, let's substitute the value 1200 into n plus 4n of n plus 1. Upon simplifying, we get this as the answer. Maturity value also we are substituting as they have only given in the question. We are aware of the maturity value, so we are going to substitute over here. Later on, upon removing the brackets over here, we get a quadratic equation form. So let's bring it to its standard form like this: 4n square plus 1204. Why it is 1204? So 12,000. So basically, no, sorry, 1200 n plus 4n gives us 1204, and this 12,000 will be brought to the RHS side with the sign changes, negative sign of 12,440. So we have the quadratic equation over here. So since all are divisible by 4, let's divide the entire equation by 4. We get it in the simplest form. So using the splitting the middle term method, or I will be teaching few more methods like formula method in the quadratic equation chapter as well. So there are different methods to solve. Factorization method is there. So you can use those methods to solve this quadratic equation. So upon solving, we get n plus 311, n minus 10 equals 0. So n is either minus 311 or 10 months. So minus 311 months cannot be there because months cannot be in negative. So let's ignore that and let's take only 10 months. If in case both are positive, then you can take both the answers. Both the answers are apt. Okay. So number of months is 10 months. So find the time. Time is 10 months. Hope you have understood this problem clearly. So go to the problem. If you have any doubts, you can mail me using the mail ID studywithakshay65@gmail.com. So let's move ahead further with the 10th question. Yes, we are here with the 10th question. Mr. Gulti has a recurring deposit account of rupees 300 per month. If the rate of interest is 12% and the maturity value of this account is 8,100, find the time in years of this recurring deposit. So this is quite an interesting thing, and this is a similar kind like we had solved in the 9th question. Here also they have given the principal amount, rate of interest, maturity value, but the number of years is not given. So number of years, basically the time in this case should be in the form of years. So please don't keep it in the form of months. So it is well and good if you keep it both in the form of years as well as in the form of months. So let's proceed with the question and let's start the solution over here like this. We have been given as principal as rupees 300. Please do zoom it if possible. So because the font size is a bit low, so try to zoom it while watching the video. So principal is rupees 300. Number of months is they have not given basically, and R is 12%. So maturity value is given as 8,100 rupees. So now we are supposed to find the interest. So this is the interest formula. So we all are aware of this interest formula. So next we will substitute the value principal as 300 and number of months we'll keep it as N is 12 and R is 12%. So upon further simplification we get 1.5 n of n plus 1. Okay. So let's keep it as such. Now coming to the maturity value formula. Maturity value formula, we have principal into n plus I. I is simple interest. So let's substitute the values. I'm sorry over here. So just a minute. It is not 8 over here. It's n. Sorry, there is a typo error here. It's n. Okay. So 300 into n plus 1.5 n of n plus 1. Okay. So let's keep the n value as such. Okay. And then later 300n plus 1.5 n square plus 1.5 n equals 8100. So let's bring it to the standard form of the quadratic equation. 1.5 n square plus, so this is basically 300n plus 1.5 n. So 301.5 n minus 8100. Does it plus 8100? When it comes to the other side, the sign gets changed. So now again we can take common. 1.5 can be taken as common in all the cases. Upon simplification we get n square plus 201 n minus 5400 equals 0. So let's do splitting the middle term or factorization or formula method. If you're aware of the formula method, you can do that also. So finally we get n plus 225 n minus 24 equals 0. So n equals minus 225 or 24. So basically this is in the form of months. So minus 225 cannot be taken because it is negative. Months cannot be, number of times, a number of years cannot be in negative. So we have to take minus 225 only. So sorry, we have to not take it. We have to ignore this. We have to take only 24. So 24 months is nothing but 2 years. They have asked this in the form of years. Keep it in the form of years, else you will be losing half a mark. So please stick on to the question. They have told it in the form of years. Keep it in the form of years. So you cannot say that I have kept it in the form of months. Though the answer is correct, they don't give it because they have asked in the form of years. So hope the concept is clear. Let's move ahead with the last question of this exercise. Exercise 2A, last question. We are over here. Mr. Gupta opened a recurring deposit account in a bank. He deposited rupees 2,500 per month for 2 years. At the time of maturity, he got 67,500. Find the total interest earned by Mr. Gupta and the rate of interest per annum. Yes, basically what and all is given for this, maturity value is given for this, principal amount is given for this for 2 years, that is number of months, time is given for this. So maturity value we have here 67,500 and we know money deposited basically that is maturity value is the nothing but or uh, principal into number of months. That formula basically we are using. Principal is 2,500. Please do note down, if it is possible for you people, write down what is given. In this question I have not written down what is given. I am sorry for that. So basically 2,500 is the principal and 24 months, 2 years equals 24 months. So 2,500 into 24, that is 60,000 rupees is the money deposited. So 67,500 minus 60,000, 7,500 is the interest. So hope you are able to understand this concept. So this money deposited is nothing but principal into number of months plus I. We have the formula, maturity value is equal to principal into number of months plus I. Okay, so this one we have found out, this one plus I, it will be there. On the other side there will be the maturity value. Upon bringing this to the other side, it becomes negative. So upon simplifying, we get interest as 7,500 rupees. Hope you are able to cope up with me. So let's move ahead with the next question, that is rate of interest per annum. So installment per month, here I have given all the things, that is principal is 2,500, number of months is 24 months and rate of interest is R%. So along with that we also know this formula also for calculating the interest. And also interest value, we know simple interest at 7,500. So let's substitute. So upon substituting, we get so and so. So 7,500, this portion, RHS portion, we will get it as 625 R. Okay, so let's keep the R on the same side and let's get it towards the LHS side. So R is equal to 12% upon dividing 7,500 into, divided by 625, we get 12%. 625 into 12 times gives us 7,500 basically. So yes, we have completed exercise 2A over here. So any doubts, any comments, any things, suggestions can be mailed using the mail IDs studywithakshay65@gmail.com. So hope all of you have liked this video. Please click on the thumbs up button if you have liked this video. Please share this video and you can share it to your friends as well. So stay home, stay safe. Stay with me till the end. We will be completing this chapter within 2 to 3 videos are remaining for us to complete this chapter. So we will complete this chapter and moving ahead with the further chapters. Stay home, stay safe. Together, let's all fight against this COVID-19 coronavirus. Wear masks, sanitize at regular intervals, and maintain social distancing. Together, let's all fight against this COVID-19 and follow the key COVID appropriate behaviors. Take vaccines. Okay. Let's meet with the next video at the earliest. Thank you.